Welcome back, folks. I am Jon Najarian, and this is 3 at 3 for the 27th of July, 2020. Welcome to the program. Please feel free to tell all your friends what they're missing. Thank you. As far as our disclaimer is that this is presented for informational and educational purposes only. You need to understand that all investments involve risk. And even though I said share it with your friends, please do, but don't present it in a commercial venue without asking us first, because we have registered marks, trademarks, patents, and copyrights. So we would just ask that you respect that and ask permission before you would use this in a commercial application. Let's talk about ZNGA, shall we? Because the game maker, ZNGA, Z-N-G-A, they came scrambling in today on a down day, and they're buying upside calls. And ZNGA had traded down through $10, as you see there on the screen, about $9.90. And they bought 11,000 of the 6th of August, 10.5 calls. So I bought a call spread in ZNGA. If you choose to buy the slightly out of the money 10.5 calls, can't really blame you. I bought the 10 calls, and if we get a bounce out of the stock here, I will hope to sell upside calls against it 1-to-1, because you know that's how I like to play it. As far as the chart, let's take a look. There it is, falling from yesterday where it was over 10.5, back down to and through $10. What we're going to be looking for is hopefully that this 15 million share turnover ends up being a washout for the folks that puked it today, and that we're able to participate right into earnings, because that's the 5th of August, Thursday next week, Thursday next week. And they have several big conferences upcoming as well, including a key bank conference. So I like the play. I am in those 10 calls. Second trade is EEM, emerging markets. And why? Well, because we don't know what's going to happen with the Delta variant and what the reaction will be around the world as well as here domestically. Now, since this is an EEM trade, I'll focus on that. Emerging markets are not happy, of course, with a stronger dollar that we've seen since the end of May. Also hurting them is that they don't have nearly the stimulus that we have. So if you've got the variant working against them, you've got a stronger dollar working against them, and you've got stimulus not as big overseas in those emerging markets, at least as it is here. Those are three things that are working against the EEM. And by the way, those EEMs, I talked on the halftime report today about how the FXI and a number of other indices for China have hit 52-week lows. This one, the EEM, is not at a 52-week low. That is 42.29, but it's already down from 58.29 to now falling through 50 as of our call right here. They're buying the 49 puts, which is an out-of-the-money put. I bought the at-the-money 50-50 puts, and I will hopefully, if it keeps going like this, sell lower puts like the 49 or 49.50 or 48.50 or whatever puts against the long puts that I own. This is what the graph looks like coming down from, as you see, that graph goes all the way a year back, and look where it was at the beginning of 2020, up there around that 2021 rather, up there around that 58 level, and now falling down here to this. And look at that turnover volume, 42 million shares versus 31 million average over the last 10 days. I think all of that plays into this one going lower. So that's why I added to my puts in EEM. Third of our 3 at 3 was Wendy's. Wendy's, why? Well, because people are spending these stimulus checks at a host of fast food or fast casual dining, and we've reported on that extensively. Wendy's stock was 23.08 when we noticed this unusual activity, WEN. And as we saw this activity, 4,500 of those August 24, these are regular August 24 calls. Stock has moved up by about 40 cents since I mentioned this on the halftime report, and something I think you want to be aware of. these upside call speculative buys in WEN. This is what that graph looks like. Look at that reopening play, by the way, when it spiked all the way up to 29 and then came off. Well, now it's trading over 3.2 million shares so far today. It's a $5 billion company. You see the range. We're pushing towards the upper end of the range right now. Average turnover is less than 2 million shares. So we've got a lot of things working for us over here in Wendy's. And if you'd like to learn more about unusual option activity, by all means, go on over to marketrebellion.com/UOA. That stands for, of course, unusual option activity. There you will see the various offerings that we have for daily, weekly, and so forth. Depending on how active a trader you are, we have an offering for you. We also have at Market Rebellion, marketrebellion.com/get started. If you're new to options, if you're an intermediate, or you'd like to take yourself to the advanced level, we have courses for you on Market Rebellion. So come check it out. And speaking of come checking it out, hey, Chris, what else we got going on at Market Rebellion this week?
What's up, folks? We got a lot of cool stuff going on this week. Oh, let me get in the camera here. We have a re-release of an old course that we had put together. It's backed by popular demand. It's going to be mastering the covered call and the next generation covered call. So be sure to check that out. That's going to be our master class coming up this Wednesday. And also we're giving away $1,000. There's a special promo we're running this week. So if you want more info on that, how to get that $1,000 deal, give us a call. Look at that. There it is right there. And finally, if you want to meet this guy right here, his brother, and all of our analysts and friends in Las Vegas, be sure to go on our website and check out the events page. Meet us there October 1st and 2nd. Anything else we're missing, John?
You nailed it. He nailed it. One take, folks.
3 of 3, folks, with Jon Najarian.
Thank you, Chris. That's Chris Solis, head of business development and marketing here at Market Rebellion, letting you guys know all the different things from the conference we've got 1st and 2nd of October to that master class tomorrow. Make sure you check it all out at marketrebellion.com. Well, that's going to do it for us today, folks. Remember, for tomorrow, if you have questions and you'd like us to answer them, send them to me on Twitter at Jon Najarian. That's at JONNAJARIAN. Thank you, folks. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.